I've got something. Okay, what was it? Oh, I had it and I lost it. I feel like I can be more elegant than that, but that's kind of the right sentiment. Ah, I have an idea. Okay. Check, check. Hello, test. Okay, we're good. What's up, guys? My name is Connor, and today I'm gonna be writing a song using your song topic suggestion. So before this video, I asked people on Instagram, by the way, follow me on Instagram, to submit some song topic ideas. So today I'm going to be randomly picking one or maybe two of those song topics and using that as the basis of a new song. Now, as always with these challenges, I'm gonna give myself a couple other stipulations too. Stipulation number one is I'm going to be playing my keyboard, but I have to use a weird sound. I can't just use a normal piano sound. And stipulation number two, and this is something I've done before, but I'm going to be using a random word generator to pick 5 different words that I have to include in the song at some point. So as always, this is a complete experiment. It could go well, it could be a huge disaster. We're just gonna have to wait and see. All right, let's get to picking. All right, time to pick the topic. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the spin button on this wheel. Here we go. It's really glitching. It's going, it's spinning. Let's see what we get. This is always the most nerve-wracking part, is choosing the topic. Changing as you get older and growing away from old friends and towards new ones. Okay, this one is great. I actually know off the top of my head who submitted this one. So thank you, Mark, for this song topic. This is an awesome choice. I'm super excited about this. Cool, okay, so I love this topic. I think I can make it a little more specific. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just spin the wheel again and see if maybe we get another topic that we can blend with this one. Some of them might not work. I might have to spin the wheel a couple times, but there's a few on here that I think I could actually combine with this topic and we'd be okay. So we're gonna give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Spin the wheel again. Here we go. It's very glitchy when I'm trying to record audio and screen record and spin the wheel. Let's see what we got. Figuring out who you are in your 50s and 60s. So I know who submitted this topic too, and it is my lovely mother. So thank you, Mom, for this topic. These two actually go hand in hand. There's a lot of overlap in the Venn diagram between changing as you get older and growing away from old friends and figuring out who you are in your 50s and 60s. So instead of doing 50s and 60s specifically, I might gravitate more towards just figuring out who you are later in life. You know, we have this idea culturally that we should just have everything figured out by the time we hit 30. And as somebody who is currently 30 and has no idea what they're doing or who I am, I just don't think that that's the case for most people. Or maybe I'm just trying to justify my own confusion. I don't know. But I don't think that there is a term limit or an expiration date on growing and changing and figuring out who you are and what you want to do and what life is all about. I think that learning and growing is a lifelong journey. And if there is a finish line, that's really depressing, because then you hit the finish line and it's like, what do I do now? I guess that's it. I guess I just sit here and stare at a wall and wait to die. So I would rather it be a lifelong journey. And, you know, I hope that I'm still figuring out who I am when I'm older. All right. Cool, cool, cool. So before we get into the actual writing, I'm going to go ahead and pick the weird piano sound that I'm going to use and also generate the list of random words that I have to use. In fact, let's do the random word list first. Okay, so I'm going to set the random word generator to pick 5 words. And hit this blue button. We're going to see what words we have to include. Here we go. Okay, this could be interesting. We've got lineage, we've got perceive, we've got engineer, we've got screw, and protest. A couple of these I already have ideas for. Engineer is great because I can just tell parts of my story. I actually used to be a hydraulic engineer. I studied mechanical engineering in school and then quit all of that to pursue music. So that's a big part of changing and growing, right? At least for me. The rest of these I might just kind of have to figure out how they're gonna work as I go. I feel like there's nothing too crazy on here, which is kind of a relief. Okay. So now we have to pick a piano sound. So I have a bunch of synth presets, packs, other crazy things that I can use. I'm just gonna audition a few of these and then I'm gonna pick one that I like. Right off the bat, that's kind of a hit. I really don't hate that one at all. I think I might try something else. Maybe if I try some pluck sounds. That one was called Two-Faced. Interesting, but I still don't think it's the vibe I want. I have another virtual instrument called Contact that has some interesting stuff. It's got some good electric pianos and such, so let's see. That is absolutely beautiful. Okay, this one is called Blue Ballad, and I think this is what we're gonna go with. In fact, I might just use that piano part that I was experimenting with right there. That just sounded so nice. I think we've got a verse melody already. Fantastic. I'm just gonna get started on writing this. So I don't know how much analysis I really need to do about the song topic. We've already talked a little bit about it. I think this is one of those things where the story's just gonna have to kind of emerge as I start writing. Verse 1, we're gonna see what happens here. How would I want to start this? Maybe like shine a light on a specific life experience that forces me or the narrator to reflect on the growth and the change that's occurring in their life. Ah, I have an idea. Okay. So a phone call with an old friend where there's clear distance between you and that friend, somebody that you used to be inseparable from, but you've kind of gone your separate ways and you're touching base and there's a weirdness in the air. I don't think I'm going to define it too specifically. I'm not going to talk too much about the growing away from them portion yet, but I think I can kind of describe a phone call like I'm talking to somebody, like showcase that it's a little weird and awkward. I think I can do that. Haven't heard your voice in a long while. It's good to hear your laugh when I make a dumb joke. And on the other end, there's a static. I haven't heard your voice in a good while. Yeah, I think we're onto something here. And I think I can pretty easily parlay this into like a broader discussion on why that static or that distance is there. So it's gonna start in the like first and second person, like I am talking to you. But I think I'm very quickly going to change the tense. So this is risky. I'm gonna keep it in the first person, but I'm quickly going to shift so that they're talking more to themselves or to a broad audience than specifically to the other person. And I have to make that just obvious enough that you recognize that it's happening, but not so obvious that it feels like it's forceful and I'm beating you over the head with a perspective shift. All right, that's verse 1, at least the first half of it. Let's do the second half. Feel it in my bones when the winds shift. I like that. I think what I might do is towards the chorus and the second verse, talk about how like I'm getting older, and as I'm getting older, I continue to change and grow. And I thought that I had myself all figured out, but I don't. I'll figure that out when I get there. I think right now I should just pursue this first topic, like the concept of just growing away from people. It's not the first time that I've noticed something. I feel like I can be more elegant than that, but that's kind of the right sentiment. I wish it were the first time I noticed something. Yeah, maybe that. Like maybe I wish that this hadn't happened before, that this was a new experience, because it would mean I'm still connected to everybody that I used to be connected with. I wish it were the first time I noticed it. I know I've got a right to grow. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so changing the melody there. Yeah, cool. This is really coming together already. I'm very happy with that as a first verse. Celebrate with some coffee. I am really repping Sedona today. Aren't I? I think after verse 1, I go right into a chorus. And then I'm feeling a pre-chorus the second time around. This verse is already pretty long and wordy. I don't know if I need a pre-chorus already. I also have not used any of the words that I'm supposed to be using yet, so we gotta get on that as well. He's there on my doorstep, Father Time, and I can't keep running away. I have to figure that melody out. I feel like I do that little that motif. I use that way too much. Let me try something else there. Raise my voice in protest, which is one of our words. Tell me when it's time to change. I think I might need to lower the key. This is kind of high for me. Maybe I go here. Oh my gosh, this is taking shape. Okay, I can't quite verbalize this yet. I think I just have to write down these lyrics because I've got something. Okay, what was it? Oh, I had it and I lost it. Every step I take is a step towards a better fate. Not quite. I'm kind of jumping around here because I've got like, I see pieces of the whole puzzle, but not how it all fits together yet. And I think I can be very consistent with the rhyme scheme. I think I can keep it A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B the entire way through. So many years. Maybe go a little higher. Over the years, I found so many better ways. Something like that. Okay, I think we're onto something. This might be okay. I'm in this key now. And all of my old friends, they disappear with every better step I take. It's just not flashy enough for the end of a chorus. They all disappear with every right step I take. Just the same-ish melody that I used in the first stanza of the chorus. I think I might do like a tagline at the end of the chorus, like a little turnaround with another line that mimics that every right step I take line. When I look in the mirror, I don't recognize my face. Okay, we've got a verse, we've got a chorus, and I've used one of the 5 words that I have to use. So we gotta get moving on that. The chorus I feel like is gonna need some tweaking. I'm not gonna worry about that now. I'll handle that later. I think the best thing I can do is just to keep writing. I've packed everything into the chorus that I wanted to pack in, but I don't know if the message is super sleek or conveyed the right way. Actually, this is pretty good. Reading through it again, it pretty clearly expresses the concept of growing pains, which might be a good name for this song. Yeah, it's talking about how there's times when you're forced to change and you don't want to. Sometimes when you improve and when you grow and change, it's painful. You know, the nature of changing is that you're not the same person that you know, so you don't recognize yourself. Your old friends don't recognize you as much. I actually feel like that message is conveyed pretty well in this chorus, which is like also the perfect blend of the two topics. So I'm not gonna complain, I'm not gonna overthink it, I'm just gonna roll with it, because this is more or less exactly what I wanted to say. So on to verse 2 we go. I've got an idea. This verse, or at least this stanza, is going to be very personal to me. Instead of trying to tell somebody else's story, I'm actually going to splice in specific details from my own life. And this is how I'm going to use the engineer word. I think I can use screw in here as well, and I'll show you how in a bit. I still feel like a scared kid sometimes. Many days I still feel like a scared child. Some days, scared boy, you never learn to confront his own fear. Okay, I think I got it. I can see me hating my life, still working as an engineer. All right, we got engineer in there, and I love this stanza actually. This one is deeply personal. I think I might change the melody here in the second stanza of this verse. Before I knew the fog could lift. Ooh, the fog could lift? Something about the clouds clearing. Something about fair weather friends. But I have to figure out the right way to do this. Okay, I think we're close, we're close. I just need to figure out what I'm gonna say about the fair weather friends. I already have something after that. Fair weather, na, 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 fair weather friend. Fair weather would repel my fair weather friends. Or I knew I could say, screw this, I'm miserable. Yeah! I think I don't need a pre-chorus here. I think I go right to the chorus. Yeah, this is powerful. You know, in many ways, this is what I have gone through in the last couple years of my life. I'm not gonna spill all my life details to you, but things look almost the polar opposite of how they looked 4 or 5 years ago. A lot of these lyrics are very representative of the changes that have happened in my life. The good changes, and also the tough consequences of those changes. I've got lineage and perceive I still have to use in the bridge. And I think I know how I'm gonna do it. For lineage, my family is awesome. They are all super high achievers, go-getters, super just smart, opinionated, driven people. And it's a lot to live up to. And that expectation is a blessing and a curse, because it pushes me in the right direction, but I can also feel a lot of undue pressure to compete with my family and try to end up on the same level as them, however you define what that level is. And I quite frankly wouldn't have it any other way. But I can talk about maybe like trying to do justice to my lineage or something, and that's how I use the word lineage. I should do something different in this bridge. I feel like my chord progression, my melody, my lyrics have all been very consistent so far. I love that chord progression. I might use that here in this bridge. I'm lost. I think I need maybe lyrics first. I'm so happy with everything I've got so far. I don't know how it's all gonna come together when I like tighten it up and record it and all that, but I feel like the raw ideas in here are great. With a little bit of finessing, this could be something very powerful. And I'm scared to screw that up during the chorus. I mean the bridge. This is the me that you all perceive. But you're not a fan, just don't wanna bring shame to my lineage. Melodies are hard here because some of these chords are not in the key. I want to rhyme idiot with lineage, but I'm not gonna do that. I might just not rhyme lineage with anything. So there we go, I'll do that. I'll do like a little instrumental break probably, go back into a third chorus, and then a simple outro. And that is a song. Whew, I just barely used all 5 of those words. Not using anything in the first verse is a mistake. That's what I get for procrastinating. We're gonna record it, we're gonna see how it goes, but for now, that's it. That's what we got. Whew. What a trip this one was. Thank you guys for making it this far. If you're still with me, you rock. I really appreciate you. So if you enjoyed this and you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there. I know it sounds like a silly plea, but it really helps a lot. And if you feel like leaving a like and commenting your thoughts, that's totally fine too. Even if you hated it, you can tell me what you think, because it'll still boost the algorithm. But outside of that, the next thing you see will be the completed song. Peace. Haven't heard your voice in a long while. It's good to hear your laugh when I crack a bad joke, but somewhere on the line there's a static. Can you hear, or am I the only one who knows? I feel it in my bones when the winds shift. I wish it were the first time that I noticed it. I know I've got a right to grow, but when you don't, I feel guilty that I feel alone. He's there on my doorstep, Father Time, and I can't keep running away. I raise my voice in protest, but he's the only one who can tell me when it's time to change. So much I don't know yet. For so many years I fought for a better way, and all of my old friends, they all disappear with every right step I take. When I look in the mirror, I don't recognize my face. Some days I'm the kid that I once knew, the scared boy who never learned to confront his own fear. And from the higher ground I can see me hating my life, still working as an engineer. Before I knew the fog could lift and the fair weather would repel my fair weather friends. Before I knew I could say screw this, I'm miserable, and this misery's got to end. He's there on my doorstep, Father Time, and I can't keep running away. I raise my voice in protest, but he's the only one who can tell me when it's time to change. So much I don't know yet. For so many years I fought for a better way, and all of my old friends, they all disappear with every right step I take. When I look in the mirror, I don't recognize my face. Don't wanna bring shame to my family name. My lineage fought so I could be free. I perceive the light piercing through the night. No matter what, let it carry me. He's there on my doorstep, Father Time, and I can't keep running away. I raise my voice in protest, but he's the only one who can tell me when it's time to change. So much I don't know yet. For so many years I fought for a better way, and all of my old friends, they all disappear with every right step I take. When I look in the mirror, I don't recognize my face.